In the next 48 hours, your whole life could change. Not because the world shifts, but because you do. The question is, will you be ready or will you miss the moment that was made for you? 48 hours. That's all we're talking about. 2 rotations of this earth. 2 nights. 2 sunrises. It might not seem like much, right? You might think, what can I really do in 48 hours? But let me ask you this. What if everything you've been praying for, everything you've been grinding for, is standing on the other side of these next 2 days? Because see, life doesn't always send you an invitation. Sometimes it just shows up. No warning, no trumpet, just boom, here it is. Are you ready or are you not? There was a moment in my life early on when I was just a young man with more passion than plans. I didn't have a map, but I had this fire, this whisper in my gut telling me, get ready, something's coming. I didn't know what it was, couldn't see it, but I believed in it. I trusted that preparation had to come before the opportunity, not after. And I'll tell you something, if I had waited until I saw it, I would have been too late. Let me break it down even more. Time don't play favorites. Time don't care about your excuses. It doesn't care if you're tired, if you're scared, if you failed before. Time just moves. Relentless. Ruthless. And if you're not moving with it, you're getting left behind. So when I say something's shifting in 48 hours, I'm not talking poetry, I'm talking reality, spiritually, mentally, physically. There is momentum coming, and you've got to be positioned to catch it, like a sail catching the wind. You can't afford to treat this like any other 2 days. You can't afford to hit snooze on your destiny. This is not the time to scroll, to complain, to doubt. This is the time to lock in, to step into that higher version of yourself. Not tomorrow, but now. Because in 48 hours, doors will open that won't stay open forever. People will call who weren't even thinking about you last week. Ideas will hit you that can change your whole trajectory, but only if your mind and your heart are awake enough to catch them. Let me tell you something, Roll. The world isn't waiting for perfect people, it's waiting for prepared people. And there's a big difference. Because you can be broken and still be ready. You can be healing and still be qualified. But you can't be passive, you can't be asleep. You can't be out here treating your life like you've got an unlimited clock when you've only got 48 hours before this window moves on without you. I want you to imagine time like a train, not a local train, a bullet train. Fast, focused, no stops. It's coming whether you're packed or not, whether you're on the platform or still home in bed. And when that train pulls up, when that divine opportunity, that breakthrough, that shift arrives, you've either got your bags packed and your soul ready, or you miss it. So ask yourself, am I waiting on life, or is life waiting on me? Because right now, this very second, you're either getting ready or getting left. And 48 hours from now, you'll either be grateful you moved or regret you didn't. Let's talk about preparation, the behind the scenes, the part nobody claps for, nobody posts about, nobody sees, but it's the most important part of all. You want to know the truth? Everybody wants the shift, but not everybody wants to sweat for it. See, people love the result, but they don't want to respect the grind. And that's why so many folks missed their moment, because when it came time to rise, they were still sitting down. They didn't put in the time. They didn't do the work. They prayed for the harvest, but never planted the seed. Listen, you can't fake preparation. You can't wing your way into purpose. There's no shortcut to alignment. You've got to build into it. Day by day, quietly, consistently, when nobody's watching, when nobody's cheering, when all you've got is faith and discipline holding you up. I remember a time before anybody knew my name, before the lights, before the awards, before the handshakes and Hollywood. I was in a small theater, rehearsing a scene over and over again like it was Broadway. Nobody was paying me. Nobody was promising anything. But I gave that moment everything I had. Not because someone told me to, but because I knew I had to be ready when God opened the door. See, most people think success is a spotlight, but it's really a mirror. It shows you what you already are. If you're lazy, success exposes that. If you're sharp, success reflects that. So if you want to rise, you better be working on who you are, not just what you want. Because when that opportunity comes, when the shift happens, you won't have time to get ready. You'll either be ready or you'll miss it. And preparation is the only thing that separates the chosen from the unqualified. You want to feel empowered? Prepare. You want to break generational cycles? Prepare. You want to step into your purpose with clarity and confidence? Don't wait for it to be perfect. Prepare anyway. You don't have to see the whole staircase to take the next step. Just take it, move, get in motion. You've got 48 hours. What are you doing with them? Are you organizing your thoughts? Are you praying over your plans? Are you writing down that vision that's been living in your heart too long? Or are you scrolling, drifting, daydreaming through time that was meant for transformation? Let me tell you, greatness is never accidental, and it sure ain't convenient. It's uncomfortable, it's demanding, it's lonely sometimes, but it's also worth it. So if your spirit's been stirring lately, if you've been feeling like something's coming but you can't quite put your finger on it, that's your preparation season speaking. That's your soul telling you, don't sit this one out. Get in position. It's almost time. Don't just pray for the door to open. Make sure you got the courage to walk through it. Don't just ask for the blessing. Make sure you've built the character to carry it. Because what you're preparing for right now, it's not just for the next 2 days. It's for the rest of your life. Let's talk about that shift. Not the kind you see on the news. Not the kind that comes with confetti and applause. I'm talking about the kind that hits your spirit before it hits your life. The kind that wakes you up in the middle of the night with your heart racing and your thoughts on fire. The kind that doesn't just rearrange your schedule, it rearranges your soul. That's the shift I'm talking about. It's not coming to ask your permission. It's not going to wait until you feel confident or ready or in the mood. Shifts don't happen on your schedule. They happen on purpose's schedule. And when it knocks, you better have the courage to answer. See, life has a rhythm to it. There are moments when things move slow, like God's giving you time to stretch, to reflect, to gather your strength. But then suddenly it accelerates. Doors start opening, conversations change, people start noticing, the atmosphere shifts. And in those moments, those divine windows of momentum, you have to be bold enough to say, this is mine. I'm stepping into it. But let me be clear. The shift isn't just about your career. It's not just about money or fame or platforms. The real shift is internal. It's the way you carry yourself when no one's looking. It's the way you walk into a room knowing you belong, not because someone told you, but because you finally decided to believe it. That's the real power of the shift. It's not about what happens to you, it's about what happens in you. And here's the hard truth. Not everyone will feel it. Not everyone will see it. Some people will still be stuck in the same cycles, stuck in the same excuses, while you're catching a wind they didn't even notice. Don't wait for their approval. Don't wait for someone to say go. If the shift is calling your name, you move. You shift with it. You rise with it. You answer it like it was designed just for you, because it was. There are times in life where everything changes in an instant. A phone call, a conversation, a yes that you weren't expecting. And if you're not spiritually awake, If you haven't been tuning your heart to hear the frequency of opportunity, you'll miss it. You'll brush it off as coincidence. You'll call it timing, when really it was destiny. That's why your awareness is everything right now. The next 2 days aren't about doing the most, they're about being the most. Being available, being open, being present. Because this shift, it's precise. It's not random. It's not coming for everybody. It's coming for those who are in position. Those who have been quietly working, patiently trusting, relentlessly preparing. It's coming for the doers, the faithful, the aligned. So if you feel a pressure in your chest, a stirring in your gut, a voice telling you something's coming, don't ignore it. That's not anxiety. That's your calling, trying to get your attention. That's the future version of you knocking on today's door, saying, get up, it's time, let's go. The shift is coming, and when it arrives, it won't care about what you meant to do. It will move with or without you. So the question is, will you be part of it, or will you watch it pass you by? You don't get to control the timing of the shift, but you do get to control how ready you are when it shows up. And if you're hearing this right now, that means it's already begun. Now listen closely, because this is the part where everything comes together. You've heard the call, you've felt the fire. You know the shift is coming. Not next year, not someday. It's breathing down your neck. 48 hours. That's all you've got to get your mind right, your spirit steady, and your feet planted. And I didn't come here tonight to entertain you. I came to wake you up, to remind you of who you really are when the noise quiets down and the mask comes off. I came to tell you there's something inside you that's been waiting for this moment, waiting for you to stop doubting, stop delaying, stop shrinking to fit into rooms you were meant to own. You don't need another sign. You are the sign. You don't need more time. You need to use the time you've already got and use it well. Because when that shift shows up, and trust me, it will, you don't want to be sitting in the shadows wishing you had moved. You want to be standing in the light saying, I was ready. So I'll ask you one last time. God, are you ready to stop talking and start walking? Are you ready to break cycles instead of repeating them? Are you ready to rise like it's your name being called? Then let's go. Not tomorrow, not when everything feels perfect. Yeah, right here. Right in this moment. Decide, because something shifts in 48 hours. And the world won't be the same after it does. But neither will you. Let's move. Let's rise. Let's shift.